Hamas has insisted for weeks that the task of finding all of the bodies of dead hostages would be difficult, not only because Israel remains in control of large swathes of Gaza, more than half of the territory, but also the devastation from 2 years of war has left many of the buildings reduced to rubble. There has been some movement on the issue, with Israeli authorities allowing equipment from Egypt to enter through the Rafah crossing, which is still closed to aid deliveries. The technical team, as they're being described by Israel, will be working with the Red Cross to find the bodies, and they'll be operating inside the Yellow Line, the area under Israeli control. Despite Hamas's insistence it is committed to the ceasefire and its explanations for the delays, Israel continues to accuse the militant group of breaching the deal, arguing Hamas knows exactly where the bodies are, but is prolonging the process of handing them back. The dispute over the bodies of the hostages may have fueled calls for the resumption of Israel's bombardment of Gaza. That's certainly been the concern for some time, that Israel would, upon receiving the living hostages back on home soil, would look for an excuse to restart the war. But it does appear the ceasefire is mostly holding. There have been some strikes by Israel in recent days, killing Palestinians who Israel believed posed a threat to its forces. But it is still a very, very different situation to what the world was witnessing just over a fortnight ago. And that might be because of what the Israeli media is describing as Bibi-sitting, the cavalcade of senior US officials visiting Israel, meeting with the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, which has been described in some quarters as supervising the Prime Minister, making sure he doesn't reach for that trigger. It's clearly a characterization which has angered the Prime Minister.
When I was in Washington, it was said there that I control the American administration. I dictate its security policy. Now the opposite is being said. The American administration controls me and dictates Israel's security policy. None of this is true. Israel is an independent state. The United States is an independent state. The relations between us is that of partners.
The next US official to arrive is the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the most senior member of the United States military. His arrival comes as there is debate about the future of this international stabilization force in Gaza, which countries will be part of those efforts to secure the Strip. Mr. Netanyahu saying he will make the decision as to which countries are allowed to join.